Hello, champions. Welcome back to Math Bison. Have you ever wondered what your square of numbers can do for you? It can do a lot for you. And have you ever wondered if you could actually find square of numbers as high as 205 without holding your pen and just you doing it in your mind mentally, taking care of that seamlessly and easily? Math is easy. Let's find the secret. We have, we're going to look at the square of numbers from 1 to 20. 1 squared, which is 1 times 1, gives us what? 1. 2 squared, which is 2 times 2, gives us what? 4. 3 squared equals 3 times 3. This will give us 9. 4 squared will give us 4 times 4 to give us 16. 5 squared will give us 5 times 5 to give us 25. So 6 squared is going to be 6 times 6, which will have 36. 7 squared will be 7 times 7, which is 49. 8 squared will be 8 multiplied by 8, which is 64. 9 squared will be 9 multiplied by 9, which is 81. 10 squared is going to be what? 10 times 10 equals 100. Okay, more interestingly, what if we want to push it further? What about 11 squared? 11 squared is going to be 11 times 11, which is 121. 12 squared is going to be 12 times 12, which is 144. 13 squared is going to be 13 times 13, which is 169. 14 squared is going to be 14 times 14, which is 196. And 15 squared is going to be 15 times 15, which is 225. 16 squared is 16 times 16, which is 256. Okay. 17 squared is going to be 17 times 17, which is 289. We have 18 squared to be 18 times 18 to give you 324. Yes, because 8 times 6 is 64. 19 squared should be 19 times 19, which is 361. And 20 squared should be, everybody's going to scream, 400. 20 times 20, which is 400. Remember, you're just dealing with only the 2 and the 2, 4, then you transfer the zeros this here. Okay, we have 400. Now, how can we use this knowledge to also calculate the square of numbers ending in 5s? Imagine numbers like 5 squared. It's 5 times 5, right? What about this is going to give us 25. What about 15 squared? It gets a bit tricky, but it's easy, my people. It's easy, champions. Just focus on this figure before the 5. Okay, that is 1. Then multiply your 1 by the next counting number. Like if you're counting, we're talking about 1, 2, 3. So the number that comes after 1 is going to be what? 2. So I will say 1 multiplied by 2, I'll have 2. Don't bother to think, just add 25. Your answer is 225. If you are looking for 25 squared, don't bother, pick these two about before the 5 squared, okay? Pick the first digit, which is 2. Multiply 2 by the next counting number, which is 3, and you have 6. Don't bother any calculation, just put 25 beside it. Your answer is what? 625. What about 35? 35 squared is going to give you what? This number first, which is 3, multiplied by the next counting number, 1, 2, 3, 4. The next counting number is 4. 3 times 4, guys, is 12. Let's add 25. and your answer is 1225. That's the answer. Now 45 squared, we just focus on the 4 and say 4 times the next counting number, which is 5, and we're going to have 4 times 5, which is 20. Then just add 25. This is your answer. Now 55 squared, I'm going to be having 5, which is this one, times 6. We have 30. Then just put a 25 at the back, and we are good. In this one, we're going to have 65 squared. 65 squared is 6 times 7, which is 42. That's the only part where the work is. Just put 25. It's 4,225, guys. 75 squared is just 7 times 8, which is 56. Then just put a 25 at the back, and that is what? 5,625. You have 85 squared. This one is 8 times the next counting number is 9, which is what? 72. Just put a 25 by extension, and you have 7,225. That's the answer to 85 squared. Now let's try 95 squared. 95 squared, I'm going to have 9 times 10, which is 90. Just put a 25 here, and your answer is 9,025. Somebody's going to ask me, what about we can't 105 squared? Yes, 105 squared. All you need to do is 10 times 11, which is 110. Then put a 25, guys. If I check, it's going to be the answer, 11,025. That's the answer to this. What if we have 11, like 115 squared? 115 squared is going to be 11 times 12. And 11 times 12 is going to be 132, and you just put a 25. You have 13,225. That's the answer. You can try other numbers on your own. You can try, let's try these ones. You can try 125 squared. You can try 135 squared, 145 squared, 155 squared, 165 squared, 175 squared, 185 squared, 195 squared. This is going to be 205 squared. These numbers are easy to figure out because all you need to do is, maybe you're doing just 12 times what? 12 times, you're doing 12 times 13, okay? When you do 12 times 13, you're going to have 12 times 12, which is 144, and plus an extra 12, and you're going to have 156. 156. So the moment you have 156, just add 25, and your answer is 15,625. If you try 13, 135 squared, just do 13 times 14, and 13 times 14 is 13 times 13, 169, then plus another extra 13, which is 182. So if you have 182 here, just add 25 and you're good. That's it, guys. Thank you for watching. See you in another video. Bye.